on my beats, man.
Yo, TS declares season 3. We back. Brand new. He said, she said, we said, they said. It only matters what he said. So get on board with one accord. We still coming with the sword. This time we will not be ignored. Still talking about relationship. You should listen. You got a stake in this. It's your life that we talking. We trying to win every single day. Listen up. Why? Got something to say. Open up your earphone. I got something to say. It's a new day. I still got something to say. Open up your earphone. I got something to say. It's a new day. And I still got something to say. Yeah. Got something to say. Introduce yourself.
Melly Mel.
Melly Mel in the house. What city you from, Mel? What city
I'm from
you?
East Orange, as always.
Well, you from Illtown, but where you at now?
Right now, I'm in Sellersville.
Sellersville, Pennsylvania. So that's Melly Mel from Sellersville, Pennsylvania. And I also got my friend for a long time. Introduce yourself. Tell us what city you from, and let us know.
My name is Catrice. Hello, everyone. I am originally from Philadelphia, but I am currently in Easton, Pennsylvania.
So they both from Pennsylvania. So I just got off the phone. Finished doing a episode with a girl dad, which is for Father's Day, and they from Pennsylvania. So tonight, Pennsylvania is in the house. There's gonna be some East Orange flavor coming on soon. I don't know where she at. She said she was cooking. I told her get in where you fit in. But the reason I brought y'all out tonight because on my podcast has been a whole lot of testosterone. We done had a whole lot of fun. I done talked to the dudes. It's always been dudes and always dudes. And I need to know on the relationship side, the other side of the coin. Because the way we do things and the way we look at things, 90% or 97% of the time is totally opposite than the way that a female would think. And then sometimes you, Melly Mel, you may think different than Catrice. So at the same time, we want to know. We want to understand as men. My first question to y'all is, what happened? What happened to dating? Where are we? We are in somewhere I've never been. There's no more love letters. Do you like me? Yes or no. There's no more. I meet you maybe in the library, or meet you walking down the street, or somewhere in a grocery store. Everything is electronic based, online. There's nothing personal about it anymore. If you go to restaurants and you see people on dates, everybody's on their phone. If you're on the bus, public transportation, everybody's on their phone. How is it that they are connecting if they're not connecting? My question to y'all, are they really connecting? Don't start with this light thingy. Are they really connecting? Let me start with you, Melly Mel. What do you feel about the state of the dating game right now?
Well, it's definitely not the same. Definitely not the same. I've tried, and I just don't know. I guess it's how you were raised. And then, we work a lot too. So we really don't have time for all that extra stuff, I'm going to say.
Right.
Because at this point, I think when you over a certain age, you basically should know what you want by now. I ain't got time to be sending that yes or no, maybe. I need to know how you feeling.
Yeah,
we
what's
gotta
up?
Get on the same page in order for us to move up.
Right. Catrice, what you say? What say you?
I agree with Mel. I also think that it's the person. It depends on the person, because sometimes people show their counterfeit before they show their real self. So that is why you should connect with them physically, on a one-on-one basis. And then as far as what she said about knowing what you want, you should know what you want. I mean, your past relationships are your tests. So if you are not in a relationship now, what you're looking for, you should already identify. So that's how I feel about it.
You said something and you said a word, and I'm trying to keep my cool because, and I ain't trying to be super deep on here, but the Lord gonna get in here somewhere.
He sure is. Yeah.
Okay, so you said counterfeit.
Mm-hmm.
They say that the counterfeit comes before the real thing, right? That's what this is a saying, right?
Absolutely.
What do you do when the Lord tells you that you are the counterfeit? Because that's what he told me. We're not real with ourselves. That what we bring to the table, what we bring to the table sometimes is not real because we trying to fill a person out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you present them with a counterfeit version until you get comfortable. But then what if you don't get comfortable? You remain in that counterfeit mode, and then you begin to live out the counterfeit, and then get mad because she not feeling it. I'm talking about me now. She decides to move on because that ain't what she signed up for. So what do you do?
I feel like if that's the case, because we've always been very truthful with one another, so I can see past that. So and you, as far as okay.
1 second, I got another visitor coming on.
Okay.
Why you dark? I don't see you. I see darkness. And you brown skin, but you ain't that dark. Leah.
We got a whole bunch of jokes.
She's gonna have to come out and go back in. She's gonna have to come out and go back in. I don't know. Well, finish saying what you were saying. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay. I feel like we have a different relationship, me and you. We have a deep friendship. And yes, it was a little bit of a counterfeit, but also you have to have that spirit of discernment too. And you got to learn how to ask the right questions. And if you're not comfortable with that person, then maybe that's not the person you're supposed to be with in the first place, to show the real you, or for them to even feel or see that the real you past that counterfeit. Because personally, what you see is what you get from me. Like, I've never been changed, and you know that. I've always been just me. And there has never been a counterfeit me personally, but it's just the era that I have grown up in. And I've always been a straightforward, straight shooter. So, I expect everybody else to be, but I also have a discernment too. So,
say hello.
Hello.
Okay. Leah, introduce yourself. Tell us where you from. She's frozen.
Hello? Y'all talking to me?
Yeah. Tell us where you from.
Sorry. I'm trying to connect all the Bluetooths, and can you hear me on here though?
We can hear you.
Ma'am.
Okay, hi. I'm Leah.
Hello.
This is AJ.
Hi,
I'm
AJ.
Leah Brutus. I'm from North Sea and
Are you a robot?
yeah, I'm here to chat.
You sound very robotic.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Wait, tell me if it got better.
That's better.
Yeah, it got better. Melly Mel.
That's better.
Yeah, Melly Mel. Chime in on the question. Don't ask me what it was because I don't know.
The counterfeit us.
Right. Yeah.
Well, honestly, I can't say I had like a counterfeit me. I can see you ever have a job where like customer service, you have your customer service voice because you have to speak a certain way.
That's what I mean. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a kind of like a cover. I'm gonna say.
So like when nobody comes in with guns ablazing. I'm not telling you everything about me. The first day I met you, I don't know if you're trying to kill me. And you're a female. I don't know if you're gonna try to kill me. Nowadays, you can't just say it's the males. The females is crazy out here nowadays. So we put up a facade. Not that we're trying to be fake, but we being cautious. So Leah, the question was, Catrice, who's on the other side, they both, Melissa already. Catrice, this Leah, that's my cousin. Catrice brought up the word counterfeit and almost made me lose my mind because I asked them. They say that the counterfeit comes before the real thing. I said, but what about when the Lord tells you, and this is what he told me, that you are the counterfeit? What do you do then? Like you're not being, in other words, as like
the counterfeit,
I'm not giving them everything.
So you calling yourself the counterfeit?
Didn't get all of me. She didn't get all of me. She only got what I wanted to give her. That's counterfeit. That's not everything. That's not real. That's not everything. She should have got everything.
I wouldn't consider that counterfeit.
It is because it's not the real me. It's only half of me. That's not real. I'm not a half a person.
Right. So I feel like this is just me. I feel like I wouldn't consider it a counterfeit. I consider it being fake. Like you said, cautious, number one.
Cautious.
But to give everybody 100% of you is BS. Especially when it takes time, number one, to get to know people, to get to know their ins and outs. And like it takes time. If I gave you all of me, you wouldn't be able to handle it at one time. So I have to give you what you can handle at the time.
See, you talking about dating.
I don't consider that counterfeit.
You talking about dating. I'm talking about marriage, where you are required to give everything. Melissa, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't even think you're required to give everything.
According to the scriptures, you are. According to the scriptures, it says that you cleave to your wife. And that,
of course,
and she's supposed to cleave to me. We are one. That's everything. The Bible, we're not two individuals anymore. The Bible says we are one. That's everything. Now, the point I'm trying to make is I didn't give everything I was supposed to, like on purpose, because I went in thinking, hear me, Leah, that it was gonna fail anyway. They had nothing to do with her.
Oh dang!
I ain't trust me. I ain't trust that I was good enough. You understand what I'm saying? Dealing with self-esteem issues, dealing with issues that should have been dealt with before I even said I do to that woman, and I gave her a broken down, low budget version of me, and not the real one, because I didn't think that if I did, like you said, you would be able to handle it. But Catrice said one thing. That person has to be able to get past. When you know that person can get past that and get to the real you, then you know that's the one. That's the one. That is the one. I don't believe in the one. I don't believe in that term. But that's a person that's good for you. You know, of course you can't give. There's no way you can give one person everything. You got children. You got God. You got. I mean, but that portion that is reserved for them. That's reserved for them. That should not be tainted with. Like the portion you have for AJ, you can't go get another kid that ain't yours and start raising that junk, and then you ain't even adopted or nothing. And then AJ looking at you like, ain't you my woman? Ain't you my mama? Who is that? You're not giving me the portion that was reserved for me.
They like that even if you give them a little bit of time to other kids anyway. So.
Yeah, well,
all right, wait.
Kids don't understand.
I want to play devil's advocate, okay? I want to play devil's advocate just for a minute.
Okay.
Hands laid on devil's advocate. Go ahead.
So you said, okay, the scripture says to cleave, right? So I just looked up the word cleave because, you know, in regular layman terms, and then it means a Bible term. So it means to adhere to join and stick to. So I could stick to my husband, right? And still, like, of course, we one in the sense that, you know, we everything is this, everything is together, everything we do this together, right? But there's still going to be a portion of you that's a separate entity from your wife. And I don't think, and I'm not saying that as if, like, you know, you're not so it's like so
but I'm talking about,
like, I don't consider it counterfeit. I just feel like you reserved a part of that for good reason. So you thought you reserved it.
Okay, let me give you an example.
Because what if you would have gave?
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example, so you could get what I'm saying. Let me give you an example. If I buy a gift, right, and it says Leah Brutus on that gift, and I can't find you, and I give that gift to somebody else with your name on it, and they like that gift and they keep it, that ain't their gift. That gift belongs to you. So what I'm saying is there is a portion, hear the word, portion, that is reserved for who you are married to. And nobody else, the scripture even talks about she cared for the things she pleased her husband more than the things of the church or of the kingdom. That's what the Bible says. So that if that being the case, then that portion shouldn't be touched at all, because that's reserved for him. And the portion that's reserved for God, nobody should get in that. The portion we are definitely split up. There's no way I want to give, especially now, no disrespect, y'all, not a black woman, everything of me, because no,
you can't say no disrespect.
No disrespect. Like no, I can't do it.
So is somebody that's not black better to give your whole self to?
I'm talking to black women. That's why I said that.
I'm
talking to black women.
I'm not fully black.
I don't know.
I'm mixed.
Mixed with what?
A little bit of everything.
I guess we all are. But the point I'm trying to make is, it's not a pot shot. Y'all gonna sit up here and tell me y'all don't think different than the others? Y'all not different than the others?
I feel like I want to say something to that. Yes, I was going to say that, and I feel like we can actually take a lot more as far as pressure, stress, and all of that. I don't feel like the others can, honestly.
Well, different.
Not everything that we take. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, and I have never believed that. So that's a straight up, honest, the truth belief.
Different.
So
dealing with y'all is different
because we're built different. That's why.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make when I say. That's why I said no disrespect. Y'all are different. Y'all cut from a different cloth.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones, they all grouped up together. Y'all so in dealing with that, knowing if that's your choice, because I'm not into, you gotta be with somebody black or whoever makes you happy. But if you choose to be with a black woman, your approach has to be according to what you know about black. Because you, if I approach y'all like I would approach a white woman, y'all would be offended. Like, who this nigga talking to? Like, excuse me, sir? No, sir. But my question to y'all, this next question is,
Making it worse.
how do y'all, now this ain't got nothing to do with me, the women, how do y'all show these young women out here? Because, oh my God, online, they have lists of things that they are not accepting. You ain't taking me here. You ain't taking me there. You ain't doing this. You ain't that. You ain't got this. You ain't got that. Number one, they ain't got no job. Number two, they want you, and I don't got a problem paying for everything if I'm dating. We dating. That's me. I'm a man. I'm gonna do that. But it's not an obligation that if you want to do something for me, that I'm like, nah, because I'm the man. No, if that's what you want to do in your heart, I'm gonna let you do it. But these females, I'm talking about the 20-year-olds between 29 and they are off the, they don't, you can't take me to Olive Garden. You can't take me here. You can't take me there. You can't take me this. But my thing is, what are you bringing to the table? Say, if we went to Olive Garden, could you pay for the bill? That's my question. Don't tell me what I can and cannot do if you can't match what I can do. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. Like, does it matter where we are? Does it matter that we together?
I think, yep, that's the truth. Yep. And I think that there is a jaded perspective. If they weren't taught a certain way, or if they choose not to listen, because a lot of them don't want to hear nothing either. They got to keep bumping their head before they, learn something. So, and sometimes they don't even learn.
They're very entitled. Very entitled. They don't work for. I got into a discussion with my son talking about the struggles. Melissa, you around my age. Our struggle, their struggle is the same as ours. I said, first of all, how's that possible? Number one, you guys have cell phones. You guys have the internet. You guys can cheat in school and nobody says nothing about it. They let you.
Oh my God, they get away with so much. It's just crazy.
I said we had to go to the library to the card catalog and look for the book. And then if you don't take the book back, I thought
you get a fine.
Podcast. The guy just got out of jail for 5 years. Y'all want to know why? Because he owed Blockbuster. And they locked us behind him up. And this is from our era. Like, they don't understand. And even like far as me doing music, we will have to stand on corners and sing and hope to get. Y'all go online, do a song, and stream it. You might get Justin Bieber. That's how he got discovered. They don't work. Listen to the music. They don't write. They don't do nothing. How's y'all the struggles the same? Dating is not the same. Melissa, you the only one on here besides me that's been married. What did you?
No, I was married before.
Oh, you was married? I don't know that. I don't know. So, bro, I'm gonna start with Mel. What did you take from? I ain't gonna call it a failure. The ending of the dissolvement of your marriage that you can take into a new relationship about you. Nothing about him, about you. What did you learn about you?
Well, I'm going to say you always got to put God first. I got to keep just listen. Because sometimes I think I wasn't listening. Sometimes we do things just because, or like we might as well, because it's been this, amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have God in that relationship or marriage, it's not going to work. If you're not equally yoked, it's not going to work. No matter how hard you try. You think God might have told you, but people are placed in our lives sometimes for a season, and sometimes we have to accept that. Like, it's not the end of the world. You know, it didn't work out. Hey, maybe I just wasn't the person for him. Could be somebody else out there. You never know, because good people like me get looked over, passed over. Sometimes I could be right in front of your face. But
That's true. That's true.
You just never know.
Leah? And you ain't never been married, but your last relationship, let's say AJ's dad. What did you take? But y'all not together,
you know
right?
what I took from it?
Go ahead. So what did you take from it to go that about you, not about I want to hear nothing about him. You.
Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing.
Take it to the next relationship.
You know what I learned? I learned that I have to keep the portion of me that is vulnerable, that is, I hate to say, like, easily manipulated, the tender side of me in a box until the person that God has for me comes my way.
Because they're going to have
all
the key
of my insecurities
to that box.
Right. Like all my insecurities, all of my, everything that makes me vulnerable, I have to keep that to myself. And I think what I did was gave my 100% to somebody who gave 25. And
20.
I have to, you're right. I have to learn to, I'm learning to reserve that. Don't give people what they're not willing to give you back in return. So that's where I'm at now. It's hard because I am still single and I gotta see this nigga every day. But I am I'm learning to shut down that part of me, that emotional part, that vulnerable side, until I don't know. I think it's just I just want to admit one of the people who are just meant to be single for the rest of their life. And I'm not gonna hold you, like I'm not mad at it. But I think that's what keeps me on the right path when I don't have anybody distracting me or nobody who's like, oh, tell me your whole life, and then I tell you everything and then you turn out to be a loser. So I think like I learned to reserve that part of me, that sacred part of me that people now don't deserve.
Waters.
Let's see. There's many lessons. But I think the first one is to remember that I am a person, remember that my feelings matter, not to take anybody else's feelings into consideration. If it's hurting me, then it's not for me. And to just continue to do what God is telling me to do. Like, when he says to leave, I need to go. Like when he says not to do it, I need to not do it. So I think because I forsake a lot, I sacrificed a lot. I was married to him for almost 16 years. So, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot that I learned, but that was one of the things because I forsake myself. Everything. I put my everything. I agree. I agree with your cousin. I put my all, him, my children, because all of my kids are from him, so that's what it was about. It was about him and them, and that's it. And I had no part in that, and I am a person as well. So I remember, I learned that I need to consider myself as well.
That's crazy that you should say that because I'm looking at the stuff. I'm not going to tell y'all about it because this is for another episode. About that, for me, what I learned, and I'm going to tell y'all, number 2, it says understand and comprehend that she has a voice too. And just because your personality is strong, you don't get to dominate, nor do you get to bully anybody. See, because you wanted to be that way. Look at you now. It's something I love it because God broke me all the way down to the lowest common denominator. Sickness, everything going on. All the way down. She gone. She not coming back. That's over. What you gonna do now? You gonna stay here pining? Or she chose to walk away. You know? And I can't knock her because when I look back and I look at myself, I would have walked away from myself if I could. Because you got to take responsibility for, I'm going to say it, the niggerdom side of you in the relationship. I'm talking to me right now. The parts where you wasn't husband. You was being a nigga. You wasn't husband. You were being a bully. You wasn't husband. You just didn't care. Only your voice mattered. Oh, because why? Because I paid all the bills and I did everything. And you just drive me here and there, and then that stopped. So now I'm definitely the boss now. But that wasn't right because everybody played a part in the puzzle that was the Beechams. Even if it was a small part, if her piece wasn't there, then it would have never been complete. But see, sometimes God got to take you down to bring you back up again. And that's what he's done for me. I got another question. Melissa, Melly Mel, why you not smiling? Melly Mel.
I smiled all day today.
The next is that your final try? Because the reason why I'm asking, because we I'll be 50 this year. I'm rubbing all on 50 right now. Is that it for you? Because I look at my mama. She dating right now. She's about to be 71. She's dating. My mother ain't playing. Dude came, dude gone. Dude died. Mom said, let's go. I mean, it wasn't the
lot of life for her.
But her life, listen, she's not getting another 100 years. And she took the opportunity because she had the right to just say that was it. Melissa, is this next person, whoever comes, and it don't work out, is that it? For me, yes, I'm 50. If whoever comes, it don't work, I'm done. Because I'm good with I've been single for 2 years now. You know what I'm saying? Going on 3. You know what I'm saying? When I say single, I mean wife done moved away. Whether we were separate or not, you were legally married or not, I'm basically just waiting at that time, waiting on paperwork to be finalized because it was already done. So I'm single and been single. This next person has to be it for me because I can't do what my mother done. She's a very strong person. I can't keep starting over, yo. I'm not doing it. And it's my choice, whether I want to or not. I'm not. This has to be it. To that you say what?
See, I'm not 50 yet, so I'm about to be 40, 48.
You're right there. Stop. Don't do that.
So, like, after the first one, I was kind of like, if this is what marriage is, I don't want it because it shouldn't be like this. That's how I originally felt.
Right.
But then I was like, maybe he just wasn't the person I was supposed to marry.
Right.
But because we had a child together, it was the right thing to do. But you can't keep mixing oil and water. It just won't mix. So eventually I just took time to myself and just said, let me just wipe the slate clean, read the word. I don't really attend church. I do attend church with a friend of mine's in Harrisburg. So we just gonna see how that works. But I'm just being cautious. Like I hear you, but I just gotta, fill things out first. Cause like you said, if this don't work, I don't think I would try again. I don't want to be a cat lady or nothing like that. Cause I have a lot of life left in.
Yeah, true.
But
Patrice, I don't really know. We don't really talk as much as we should. I don't know what's
I
going
know
on.
it's been a while. It's been a minute.
You're still dating the same young man, right?
Yes, I am. Mhm.
Okay, so my question to you is, what do you see? What do you see for you
Oh, he's
guys?
asked me to marry me. He's asked to marry me like 3 times, but I'm taking
3
it very
times?
slow. Yeah,
And you said no all 3 times?
I said we gonna take it slow. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. That ain't no, but that's rubbing on
It
no.
ain't no, but we gonna take it slow. Yeah.
I'm not. That's why I don't. I was in relationships with people for years, and people say, "Why you never asked them to marry you?" Listen, I got told no before. I ain't with all that. Like,
Well,
it's
I didn't. I
over.
mean, because it's not. I don't. I do see a future with him, but I
Okay,
just
that's
don't.
great.
I'm trying to be cautious. I'm very cautious because, as I said,
How
16
long y'all
years
been
is a long
together?
time.
How
4
long y'all
years.
been?
4 years.
And you still being cautious?
Yeah.
No, you gotta take the brakes off a little bit. 4 years, that's a long time. You gotta take the brakes off. That ain't fair.
Well.
4 years.
Well. Yep.
That's almost a half a decade. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Wow. Wow. You gotta take the brakes off. Slowly but surely. Let up on the gas. You know. You
I
ain't
have a lot of reasons for why I am taking it slow though.
well.
So.
You know better than we do.
Mhm. And it's not because of him. It's definitely because of me. I
See,
don't want to do that again.
that's
I don't want to
maturity.
make the mistake again.
That's the maturity.
And this one right here, like if it doesn't work out, then I don't know. I might be a cat lady. I don't know. But I've been with him for 4 years and he's been very patient and very loving in the whole thing, very encouraging. So he hasn't given up. So that means he gonna wait.
Well, I mean, if he feels like you're worth the wait, then I mean he can't get mad at a no because he understands like look, this is what I want. I
Mhm.
mean, it's gonna come to a point where if it's 7 years,
And I'm not in a
come out.
naive point where he may be like, oh no, but as far as now, he understands. He understands what part of some of my background. He understands where I'm coming from. That's why I said he's been very encouraging and very, patient. And so I love him for that, because I
Oh,
can't do it again. So
Leah, what are you looking for in a mate? What are you looking for that you're not getting? Like, what are you looking for?
Breathing.
Huh?
I said he
You
got to
said
be breathing,
breathing?
but no, I'm joking. You know what? My views have changed because of the hurt that this or the damage and the hurt that this relationship has caused me. So, and because this is still a present situation,
mhm.
it's very difficult for me to envision like what I want because I have the constant reminder of what I that. I'm pointing to the house. That. So and I've tried dating, and it's because this was my first real, like, this is the relationship in which I had my son. So the ties that are there, it's very hard to break, and it is very hard to try to enter a new relationship in the old memories of what used to be, just go away. They're still here. I think about it all the time, like what I did wrong, what I thought I did wrong, and all the other stuff. So I can't even, to be honest with you, I can't even move forward into another relationship until I have been freed, like, mentally.
You have to physically, I was going to say that, and I didn't want to interrupt you. You have to physically remove yourself from that situation because it's going to be painful. It's already painful now because you're physically still in it. And I don't know you. I'm not trying to talk about your, any of your business or anything. But in order for you to move, to be in a better place, to have a mindset, to want to choose something different, you got to take yourself out of that situation.
Right.
Well, it's not just that. Right. Not just that.
Well, no, it's not just that.
I did a podcast episode, and the episode said, stop dating and go somewhere and heal. And I talked to myself about that. Right. You got to stop the dating process. Go somewhere and heal. So even if you're still around him, when you heal, you look at him from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Right. You don't understand. That's just everything, Dad. What hurt me before, because I went and I healed over it, it doesn't hurt me anymore. Now, can we, I'm talking from experience, can we come together as co-parents and raise this boy without it having to be anything against my relationship that I have or yours? It should not. We should be able to. Me and Shara should be able to raise this boy without me worrying about who she with. I want to know who he with because I'm gonna do a background check, and she should too, because that's her child. But it shouldn't be because me and her, because I still got issue with her. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna cause a friction between me and my son. Because I'm gonna. If she's making me mad, sometimes you take your anger out on what came from that relationship or who came from that relationship. And you don't even know it. You're yelling at your kid because you mad at her. Nah, I'm not. No. He ain't do nothing. Go somewhere and heal. And then after you heal, this me. I went and I apologized for everything. Literally freeing myself. Forgiveness ain't for that person, it's for you. Right. You gotta forgive them. No matter what, you have to. You cannot be free until you forgive. And not that fake phony forgiveness, I'll forgive you. And then when it come up later, you ready to do OJ or kill him again. It's when you look at it from a different perspective and it don't, okay, Leah, whatever nerve it touches on you, if it don't no longer touch that nerve, then you know that you healed. If the Credible Hulk come out in you, when he says something to make you mad and you try to become the Credible Hulk and you still David Banner, this is my life. You still David Banner. You what? I need that anger. I want that anger. And it's no longer there because I gave it to God. And I went somewhere and healed. Somebody told me this. They helped me out. Young lady, Leah, Favela. She's listening to my podcast. She kept saying, my wife. Y'all not married no more. You need to fix that. So I got offended. I said, the heck I want to say. It's my podcast. But she was right, though. Because if I'm trying to move forward and she's no longer my wife, if I'm dating Melissa and she hear that, she's going to be like, wait a minute, something still going on there. Why are you still
right?
You know what I'm saying? So I had to go and do what Bella said. Go and fix that. I went and I fixed that. Almost got caught up because I felt, oh my God, I'm teaching Sunday school tomorrow. Talking about the mind. The mind is crazy. A person can say hi to you and you think that y'all back together again.
It's a fact.
Oh, we're gonna be together. I'm telling you. She started being so nice. Oh, I'm getting my family back. I'm telling everybody. She ain't starting you. She already healed. Obviously, because she did it correctly. You go somewhere and heal. So when she says certain things to you, you're not running and chasing and panting after somebody that don't want you.
Right.
Go somewhere and heal. It's easier said than done, but you gotta find a way to do it. Now, can I say I'm ready? I'm definitely ready. Because the path that I went down, the person that gets me down, I don't think they're gonna be ready for this love. and what I've learned and what I'm going to do with the next person, they ain't ready for this type of happiness. They like it. Because I lived and I learned. Got nothing negative to say about it, Leah. One second. I got nothing negative to say about it or her. We had a great time. But at the same time, that's over. Now it's time to move forward. Get your life and move, brother. Why you still standing, sitting there panting? No. It's hard. Move forward. Peek it.
It's yeah.
Trying to see who they with. Peek it. At their Facebook page. Peek it. People telling you stuff. I see such stuff. And it's still bothering you. I have to get out of that. I had to stop that. Why is that in here? Because I didn't heal from it. And then it'll flip on you and say, oh, she playing games. No, she ain't playing games. She never told you y'all was going to be together. That's you. That's your mind. You need to get your mind together and understand that it's over. I just did a podcast episode this week. Time to say goodbye. You got to let it go and keep moving. And ever since I did that, and I sent it to her, she said to me, that was a great way for closure for you, and I'm happy for you. And that made me feel real good. Then I was like, yeah, let's go. Now I feel like I'm a champion. Let's get it. I'm flapping, y'all.
So I had the crazy thing is like I've been like this situation, and like you know him, he knows the entire family. Like, oh, we love it. And I made effort to like, all right, let's sit, let's talk this out, right? I need you to go from here. It's not this property, so I'm not. So I need you to go from here. Whatever it is you have to do, I'm okay with that.
Y'all hear that noise?
Yeah.
Is it my?
I don't know. It's like a buzzer.
Is it my air conditioner?
It might be my fan.
Okay,
want me to turn it off?
It's not audio. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So like I've we've had these conversations where I'm telling you like, yo, in order for me to be able to move forward and like, and not even like date, because like to me act like dating is annoying, and it's like getting to know somebody over. I'm 40 now. Like I don't want to get to know anybody. Don't do nothing. Like I just want to be left alone, basically. So I'm like, yo, you dating already. You go there with that person and leave me here to raise my son in peace. And it's like, then the tables change to where now you're Mr. Nice Guy. And it's like, no, I don't even want you to be Mr. Nice Guy. I just want you to go. You know what I mean? So it's
Yes.
I know that it's a game that's being played with me, but it's to the point where I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to set the whole house on fire so you can find some other place to live. It's hurting me to have to see this, like you leaving the house and you going. Like we have a whole kid here. If we get married, if we're not even in a relationship, then you leave. I got a kid. I'm not gonna uproot my kid. You by yourself. You go. And it's not even like God is working on me because it's not a hatred anymore. It used to be like hatred, like yo, like I'm gonna put some hot sauce in your drinking water. Like it was bad. Like it was bad. Like I'm gonna stuff some tissue in it. Like it was terrible. Up to the point now, it's like my peace is a little bit there, but it's like a little annoyance, like a little fly, like it's just. So it's not hatred. It's not hatred because I had to check that because it was getting bad. But it's a nuisance. It's not changing. And I'm like,
that's because you're not him. You're not him.
Oh, I know I'm not. I definitely know I'm not.
Like Water said, Patrice, removal from whoever. Somebody gotta go. Somebody gotta be physically removed. I never told you about this. That my mother's wall, she got the pictures of everybody up there. She got pictures of me and Shira up there. I told Mama, you need to take those pictures down. You know my mama was ready to fight me because I'm not taking nothing down. Shit, that's my daughter. I love her. It's dangerous when the family loves that person because remember the song, We Can't Be Friends? Listen to the words of the Deborah Cox song. When he said, I went by mother's saw your car there, to them, you're still family, and it don't seem fair. And that's how I feel. You're still around, like around, your pictures are everywhere. And Chris is with us. I can't kick Chris to the curb. That's my son. Oh, my little son's oldest brother. So he's with us. He's part of my podcast. Like, but at the same time, you gotta remove yourself physically and emotionally. What you say to that, Mel?
I agree. It takes time to do that.
Yeah, it takes time. And then, not only does it take time, you better be sure that you're sure, because I thought it was over. And then my feelings told me that no, it ain't. No, it's not. No, it's not. You still find it. You still hear certain songs that take you there. That's why what you intake, you got to be careful what you intake. Like today, I was at the laundromat. I was going in, worshiping. This is where I'm at. I ain't gonna be listening to no R&B, and though I love it, no time soon, because I don't need my emotions going back to those places. I have now got a grip on it. I can move forward. Save that for the next one. Move on. So it's 52 minutes in. I don't want the file to be too large. We're going to get ready to get out of here. Do you guys have any questions for me?
No, this was cool. I hope I enjoyed this. I enjoyed every perspective of it. It was a good thing.
This was done on the fly because I had some other people, but moving forward, whenever I do anything female-wise, because y'all guys were the first, I will always hit you guys up first because this don't mean a lot to me. Y'all don't understand. I had writer's block, but not writer's block, but as a podcast, you gotta always have content. Listen, I just did Girl Dad at 6:00. I did you guys at 7:30. I have another Girl Dad part 2 at 9:00 tonight.
Oh, okay.
So the podcast name is no joke. And then I got 2 other episodes with just me that I gotta do before Monday. So
you can do it.
I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully we can do something else. do something else again. Maybe we do add a little sexy. I had the guys on here, y'all tear their behinds up. Say what y'all need to say to them. Because some of these guys and Melissa, you know some of them need to be helped. And they need to see the female perspective. They're not going to take it from me because I'm a dude, so they don't care. But with that being said, we out of here.
Okay.
What up, world? I got something to say. They had something to say, and we out of here. Y'all listening? I hope y'all are. I got something to say. I'm out. We're trying to win every single day. Listen up. Why? Got something to say. Open up your earphone. I got something to say. It's a new day. I still got something to say. Open up your earphone. I got something to say. It's a new day. And I still got something to say. Yeah. Got something to say.
What up, Will? I got something to say. What up, bro? I got something to say.